Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we're giving our first impressions of Bonsai, which is a kind of tableau building, bonsai tree building game. And you are just kind of drafting these cards, which allow you to do certain things or get end game points. And then you also can get some tiles alongside that to either kind of build the...
Shape your tree
with the kind of wood tiles, the leaf tiles, flowers and fruit. So, yeah, just 4 different tiles that you can potentially get. And then you can either take a turn to take one of the cards, or you can take a turn to trigger all these things that you have to place those tiles that you've been collecting. And... you're trying to build your little bonsai tree.
Yeah.
By following certain rules. So, like the wood pieces, I think, have to be next to another wood piece. Mm-hmm. The leaf pieces have to be next to at least one piece.
One side.
And then the flower has to be off a leaf. Mm-hmm. And the fruit has to be next to 2 leaves.
And not touching another fruit.
Yes. So, some very strict rules as to how you can make your bonsai.
Which made our bonsais look super hideous.
They were not great looking.
I don't know what we did, but they did not look like the examples in the book.
They did not. They looked very ugly.
Sad bonsai.
They were very ugly. And I don't know, it felt... I liked what this game was doing. There's just something simple. It kind of feels like what I see the art on this, see the name, and it kind of feels like a calm kind of feeling game. And I feel like the taking of the cards, I'm like, that does just feel that way. It does give me that feeling, and just the building up of it. So yeah, I don't know though how we ended up building something that wasn't so calm looking.
Because
just looked
we were
ugly.
absolutely, completely blinded by how to get points as quick as possible.
We were 100% blinded by that.
Yeah.
And maybe, I think part of it too was that the deck seemed to run out so quickly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of wish this experience would have went a little longer. I don't always say that about games, but I think in this case it would have been better for it.
I don't know if
we
you're
played
not
it just at
supposed
2.
to go through the deck as fast as we did.
We could only play this up to 99 years old.
Oh.
It doesn't have a time on here. 1 to 4 players. Does it have a time?
It's peaceful.
40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it took that long for us.
I don't think so.
Could
Learning
with more
it
players,
plus playing it probably, but I think
yeah, it was a pretty quick game. So
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, I would have actually...
For how fast we went through the deck?
I would have appreciated it going longer, but
yeah
because we were focused on that, it kind of made our trees look pretty ugly.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their examples show this kind of branch and then like leaves. Like a bonsai tree. Mine ended up being like a stick straight in the air with like 2 leaves coming off of it. Like 1 flower on each leaf.
Yeah, mine was just a straight up tree, and all the leaves were on one side. There was just bare on the other side.
I did the same thing. You had more fruit. Oh, I guess you put fruit on.
But mine was it kind of all got connected a little bit, but it just kind of looked weird, being straight up in the air and then just being a glob of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if we did something wrong. Maybe we did something wrong. I don't know.
Show a better way.
But, yeah, I thought the play of it was very... very calming feeling, so it definitely hit on that if that's what you were looking for from the game. If you were looking for a game where you're building the most beautiful tree, may not happen if you are just looking to complete goals like us.
Whoops.
Crazy gamers.
Whoops.
But yeah, I think I ended up probably enjoying it more than maybe I thought the simplicity would warrant. So I thought it worked pretty well. So yeah, I'd probably come down with like a 7 on this game. Probably take it out every now and then. I don't know if it's like my necessarily go-to all the time, but there was just something satisfying about the simplicity of taking the cards from that row and getting the bonuses on the bottom of it. I think it's like a card river or something, because it kind of gets better as it goes over.
Yeah.
I just thought something about that was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I probably would give it a 7 as well. I did think it was fairly peaceful. I really, the theme of it, I think, is super intriguing. Not that it's like overly complex or anything, but like bonsai trees are like this thing, right? That like I feel like people know about, but they're like really hard to take care of or do. They're kind of this renowned or whatever type of thing, hobby, that you would do. And so getting to like build a bonsai tree with like in a board game was really cool. Made it felt like a little bit more accessible to like actually look at one of these like cool things. You know, when I grew up, there was this show with this kid who shrunk and he lived in a bonsai tree. It was like this cartoon thing. I don't remember what it was, but like
Sometimes you bring these things up about your childhood, and I'm like, she grew up somewhere else because I don't remember these things.
It was like on PBS. Okay, if you
I'm
saw
sure
the
there
show,
was.
if you saw the show, leave a comment. I don't remember. It was
Bonsai Boy,
it was
that's
like
what it was.
Little Joe or something. I don't even know. But so ever since then, like I've like thought of bonsai trees because I'm like, oh, this kid like lived in a bonsai tree in his house because he shrunk. So anyway, back to the bonsai.
I must have just been uncultured because I feel like I didn't know about bonsais until it felt like to me, and maybe I just started noticing it. And it seems like sometimes once you notice something, then it's like,
You see it
oh, now
everywhere.
I see it everywhere. But I didn't like know about it until like it seemed like 5 to 10 years ago. I don't know. Did it just get more popular at that point, or has it always been a popular thing? It felt to me like it got more culturally popular in the U.S., but
It's probably
I don't know.
because of that PBS show.
it might be. Everyone was finally old enough to get their own
To get their own
bonsai
tree. Yeah, I mean, I'd get a bonsai tree if I thought I could keep it alive. So.
I think based on the creations that we made here,
Not a
we
good
maybe
idea.
shouldn't. Maybe
Not a good
that's
idea.
that's a sign we shouldn't get a bonsai tree.
This is
'Cause if we
true.
can't even manage cardboard pieces to make it look beautiful,
Well,
a real living thing.
the point was not to make it beautiful. The point was to get points.
That's true.
Yeah. No, I think what I'd give it a 7. I think 7. I think it's fun, peaceful to bring out. That card thing went so much faster than I expected it
go
to.
fast.
You're right. I absolutely would have loved this to go a little bit longer and like build a better tree and stuff like that. I thought
I agree.
when I was building, like, all right, I better space these things out because it's going to get really cramped real fast. Then all of a sudden we were done, and I was like, what have I done? And stuff like that. So, I don't know, just really slick. I loved the card laying tableau thing
Yeah.
there.
I
And
like it's
the
more
Yep.
powerful and
And
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that as
really
well.
liked that. The goal cards, as soon as they came out, it was like, bam, take it, bam, take it. Like, doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is. So that part was maybe like, would have maybe done with like some personal goals or maybe like a tree style to make or something to kind
Yeah.
of like just give it a little bit more
Yeah.
board gaminess. But otherwise, I agree. Pull it out every now and again. Really cool theme. Loved building a bonsai.
Yeah, I agree. But I think I said we have an unboxing video. You can go check that out if you want to see what all the pieces look like and what you would create with these beautiful pieces. Maybe nothing like us, but
Is footage of our trees.
I think I got some, so probably be in this video. You probably already saw them, maybe. Hopefully. I hope I had them. But yeah, otherwise, subscribe if you want to see future content like this. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.